So right now we're standing inside the Telco Brewery tap room. As you can see right here, we have a variety of beers out there, a wide range. So we go anywhere from hazies to pales to wheats to dunkels, that sort of thing. Today we're going to be focusing on the Rotary Red, right? So
that's the beer you guys have in your hand right now. It's our Irish ale. It's our take on an Irish ale. And we looked at the beer, we took the history of what we like, and we're using English grain for this beer. We have English grain and we have English hop as a bittering hops, and then we got ourselves a White Labs, the 004, the Irish ale yeast. So we just wanted to make sure if we were going to make an Irish ale, that we were going to make sure we used the grains from the area that this beer originated. It's a nice, smooth finishing, sweet, malting beer. It has a nice red amber to it. We put some caramel crystal in it, 60 and 120, which allowed for that nice amber color to it. It has a nice roasty, sweet flavor.
yeah, and one of the things that I really enjoy about this beer too is that it almost has like a slight smokiness to it, like we talked about. Very mellow. It's a beer that when people come in and say, hey, I'm not into the hoppy beers, this is definitely one of the beers that we pour for them. And, I'd say the majority of the time people fall in love with it. So it's definitely a fan favorite.
So there you go, guys. It's our Irish Red. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Cheers. This is Jaime from Telco Brewery.
This is Tony from Telco Brewery.
We wanted to talk to you today a little bit about Telco Brewery and why it's called Telco Brewery, who we are, where we're located. Telco Brewery was established in September 2018. That's when we opened up our doors. But almost 2 years old now. We're a small brewery located just north of Los Angeles in Santa Clarita, California. We're a 10-barrel system. We offer a variety of beers. I think we're up to 11 beers now.
The whole thing started with Jaime wanting to learn how to homebrew, and me teaching him how to homebrew, and he all of a sudden said, well, let's open up a business, and here we are.
I remember when we were homebrewing, I was like, Tony, you know what? I pay for stuff that doesn't taste as good as the stuff that we're making. Like, we got something good here, man. And so he's like, really? I don't know, maybe. And I think that once we entered the Montrose Brew Fest of 2015 and our Milk Out Stout won Best in Show, the IPA I think was like third place or something like that. I think that it finally convinced Tony, like, you know what? I think you're right. I think we should move into doing something like this. So
Jaime and I come from the telco industry. We both have worked for them for over 20 years. We got together and we decided to open up a brewery, and when we were deciding, he was like, well, let's call it Telco Brewery. Two things that have been part of our lives the most. We've took it
our passions
and brought them together. Our emblem is specifically about what we've done. We're foam men. We climb telephone poles, and that's why the names of the beers are what they are, is because we've kind of adapted that telephone kind of symbolism. Because Jaime and I we still have our jobs with the phone company. We still do our 9 to 5, and our families help us out with keeping this thing running. We have two beautiful wives, Norma and Veronica, and we owe the world to them because they're the ones that are helping this thing move along and stay fun. It's a
I always tell people that although we're the owners, they're the bosses.
Definitely. Definitely the bosses.
So if you come in, you'll see somebody here, either one of the owners or one of the family members of the owners in here running the place. And we want to keep it that way. We want to keep like a family vibe, a family feel. It's a very laid back atmosphere. I tell people that it's almost like us rolling up the garage door at our house and having people come over. As soon as people walk in, they feel welcomed, and
like almost like a blue collared style brewery. I mean, we're just having a blast doing it. That's Telco Brewery.